What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Top Deck TJ here, and I'm bringing you a Top Deck Tuesday. And I'm going to be providing you 5 different variants of Punk and why I think Punk is going to be one of the better decks of the new format, especially post Banlist and Hypernova. Punk has some really cool interactions and some really good plays for this format, which allows you to net a ton of advantage and make some big monsters. If Amazing Dragon is amazing, is there a terrible dragon too? Without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into these deck profiles because they're gonna be kind of spicy. For the first variant, I am playing P.U.N.K, and P.U.N.K is probably the best version hands down. The reason being is that the deck draws so many cards and does so much searching. By the time you're done, you've net yourself so much advantage and multiple hand traps, plus some more interruptions that are either face down traps and or Amazing Dragon itself as well. This version is pretty much pure gas plus interruptions, making it very hard for your opponent to play as long as you can properly interrupt them and make sure that their Yu-Gi-Oh experience is not the best. For the hand traps, I'm playing 2 Nibiru's, 2 Ash Blossoms, 2 Ghost Mourners, and 1 Ghost Ogre, as well as 2 Imperms. The spicy tech card that you guys are seeing here is going to be a Chaos Hunter and is to be preemptively prepared for Cashier, but it also helps you make Baronne as well, stopping those interactions from Nibiru or other possible hand traps and allowing you to continue on to make your plays. For the Punk lineup, it is pretty standard. We're playing 3 Ogre Dance, 3 Foxy Tune, 3 Xiamen, 2 Shirakuzai, 1 Wagon, 1 Madam Spider. As for the spells, we're playing 2 Extreme Sessions, 2 Dangerous Gabu, and 1 Nishiwari Surprise. The reasoning behind 2 Extreme Sessions is because you are able to search it with Wagon, as well as for the Dangerous Gabu and the Nishiwari Surprise. I feel like having 4 copies of Imperm and 1 free pop is really good, especially when they're searchable as well. And lastly, these last 6 cards that I play are going to be 3 Triple Tactics Talent and 3 Emergency Teleport. Triple Tactics Talent is way too good this format as your opponent will be activating monster effects on your turn, especially in your main phase. And Emergency Teleport is a 1-card combo allowing you to make full Punk combo, leaving with 4 other cards in your hand. If you guys looked ahead at the extra deck, I'm very sorry. I had a Wolo and a Shen in my extra deck, as well as a Zeroboros, which I was not playing in this variant, and I don't know how they got there. Moving on to the extra deck, the Punk monsters in the extra deck is going to be 1 Rising Carp, my magic card, 2 Amazing Dragon, and 2 Jam Dragon Drive. I think these are the best ratios in a pure Punk variant because you're going to summon them multiple times. Being able to synchro summon into a level 8 monster yet again is really crucial, which is why we play 2 Jam Dragon Drive. There's not many better level 8s that you really want to play. For the more generic cards in the extra deck, I am playing 1 Psychic End Punisher, 1 Chen Ying, 1 Baronne, 1 Hope Harbinger, 1 Access Code Talker, 1 Avermax, 1 Unicorn, 1 Dark the Dark Charmer, and 1 Cross Sheet. The reason for Psychic and Punisher is because you're usually behind with paying your life points for your Punk monster's effects, that you can make him a pretty big monster, and by the time you're able to summon Amazing Dragon, you're probably going for a game with both of them on field. The Hope Harbinger is because you're able to summon 2 level 8 monsters to your side of the field very easily, which gives you another interruption of a spell card. Hope Harbinger also provides a redirecting attack, which can provide a protection to your Shirakuzai or Jam Dragon Drive, so that way you can make sure you still summon Amazing Dragon on your opponent's turn, and you force them into a really bad predicament. You are able to summon Chen Ying and Baronne by using a level 7 monster plus a Punk level 3 tuner, giving you some much needed advantage. Chen Ying is really good into the Cashier matchup. They banish so many cards, giving him much more boosted attack, making him pretty good. The Avermax is to be able to beat over some pretty big monsters that you normally wouldn't be able to, but Psychic Gun Punisher can also do the same. Access Code Talker allows you to wipe some pretty big boards if your Amazing Dragon isn't able to get over all of it, and can provide you a really huge attack as well. I think you see the ongoing theme here is summoning really big monsters and making some really big attacks. We just too strong. Blackluster Soldier also helps you get over some pretty big boards. I think we're looking at a good theme here as well, is just, you know, getting over stuff. Unicorn is able to spin back a card for you that you normally wouldn't be able to destroy, so it helps you get rid of it without destroying it. Cross Sheep and Dark the Dark Charmer are usually used for summoning another monster, but Cross Sheep can provide some much more needed utility in either attack gain or something else that we probably never use anyways. And that is all I have for pure Punk. I think this is the best version of Punk because it allows you so much versatility, but allows you to also make some really big plays. And yeah. And I was like, Shirakuza, am I right? You wanted to see some more? I thought we was done. I'll show you more Punk variants. For the Gold Pride variant, it's not going to be much different than pure Punk, except you could pretty much just replace the hand traps with the Gold Pride cards. I know. It's just that simple, right? But allow me to explain Gold Pride to you. Gold Pride plays 2 Nitro Head, 2 Leon, 2 Captain Carry, 3 of the Crowd Goes Wild, and 2 Start Your Engine. All of the Gold Pride monsters allow them to special summon themselves as long as your life points are lower than your opponent's, and Punk does that really well. Nitro Head is the level 8 Gold Pride monster that will summon a token to your opponent's side of the field during their standby phase, and then during their main phase you could destroy all monster, spell, and trap zone adjacent zones, removing all those cards out of it. I know it's very confusing, I can't word it much better, but they will destroy everything around them essentially, causing your opponent to lose a big advantage. On summon, Leon will summon a non-warrior Gold Pride monster from your graveyard, but it will then lock you into Gold Pride monsters from the extra deck only. During your opponent's main phase, Leon can use its effect to synchro summon into a monster using only Gold Pride monsters, but that can allow you to summon a Psychic and Punisher, an Amazing Dragon, or even into Gold Pride monsters themselves, like Star Leon. The only notable differences in the extra deck is playing both of the Gold Pride monsters as well as a Stardust Charge Warrior. You are able to synchro summon into level 6 synchros even easier, which means drawing more cards is never a terrible idea. So you want to play Cashier Punk? Are you ready to spend the money? So guys, you decided to spend the money, and welcome to Cashier Punk. Cashier Punk easily makes some insane boards, but does some really cool plays, and this is probably the most interesting build on this entire video, so I'm ready to get to it. Punk Cashier plays a similar Punk lineup to all of the variants. It doesn't really change overall, but we'll get into it. The Cashier side, you're playing 3 Unicorn, 3 Fenrir, 1 Tier Elements, and 1 Rise Heart. I think this is the pretty much basic ratio that you could have for this deck. All of it is searchable within each other, so I don't think you really need to max out on everything else. I think the Unicorn and the Fenrir are the most important cards to see, and that's why I maxed out on them. For the Cashier spells, I'm playing 3 Papayas, 3 Birth, and 3 Pareos, and I just learned those names a second ago. Everything else in the main board is still the same. We're still playing 2 Triple Tactics Talent, we're playing 3 Emergency Teleport, 2 Extreme Sessions, 1 Dangerous Gabu, and 1 Nishawari Surprise. Moving on to the extra deck, we're still playing the Rising Carp, 2 Amazing Dragons, and only 1 Jam Dragon Drive. I don't feel like it's as important in this deck to summon level 8 synchros, but we do have some spice for the rest of it. Before we get into the spice, I am playing 1 Psychic and Punisher, 1 Chenying, and 1 Baron because it's all really easy to summon still, so there's no reason to cut them out the extra deck because they're pretty needed. I also still play 1 Dark the Dark Charmer. It's really easy to summon by summoning an Ogre Dance, and there are still some decks that play darks like Labyrinth and Despia. For the Cashier Exceeds, I am playing 2 Arise Heart and 1 Shangri-La. We will call him IRS for the rest of this video. The rest of the rank 7 Exceeds are going to consist of a Big Eye, a Dracosac, and Diablosis the Mind Hacker. And lastly, I am playing a Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. Summoning a Rise Heart and a level 3 tuner is not hard at all, and to be honest, a lot of times you have the extenders to do so. And that concludes Top Deck Tuesday! If you guys enjoyed this video just as much as I did making it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how I did, and let me know what you guys think of these decks. I am excited to make more in the future, and I'll catch you in the next one.